Hey traders, it's Danielle. Welcome to the free video. Today we're going to be talking about SPCE. This is Virgin Galactic Holdings, and it has been all over the news for a variety of reasons. Number one, it IPO'd in late 2019 and it has since multiplied in size, but it has yet to have an earnings date. Now it's also interesting for another reason. It is the first publicly traded, not publicly funded company that is set to IPO in the space exploration race. Now, the reason why I care is because number one, that's really cool, but number two, because it has a lot of high short interest and it has my favorite pattern. So for a variety of reasons, it's been trading higher from a low of $6.90 up to about $20.09. That's interesting in and of itself, right? The other reason is because it's just highly talked about, which is making it volatile, which is making it get some big moves. And because of the high short interest and because of the proximity to an earnings report, there's a potential that we could get a pretty good short squeeze. So looking at the 195-minute chart, you see that you have a pretty nice squeeze setting up. You also here have a bunch of consolidation that is looking like it wants to break out. You also have lower time frame squeezes. And, as this earnings report gets closer and closer, it's just going to be even more talked about. So we already had one explosive movement right here. It kind of settled down, made another high. Now it's kind of consolidating again. And basically, I'm looking for this to break out. So the tricky part about this one is because there's just really nothing to compare it against. You can't really compare it to SpaceX because it's not publicly traded. It's just it's just in its own wheelhouse here. So what we have is a lot of interesting facts, and then we also have a great setup. So basically what I'm doing with this currently is I have a bunch of options here that are going to be in the February 14th series. So, these are 14 days. They're 14 days out. You could also come in and kind of get them a little bit further dated in the 42 day out series. If you look at the calls versus the puts, it's obviously very slanted to the call side. Got a ton of calls in here. And then, of course, you have the earnings report that's going to be coming up on the 25th. So if you wanted to trade it, before earnings and not really deal with the earnings, you could do it in this series right here. If you thought you wanted to try to take advantage of a rise in implied volatility going into the report, you could buy these longer dated ones right here. So I initially was just looking for more of a short dated trade, but I do also like the Delta 70s that are coming up here in this series that is in March. And then also, if you do get kind of an earnings explosion, if you're interested in holding through earnings, that would be obviously a way to have a longer dated play on. So as you know, I've been talking a lot about high short interest. The reason for that is because when the market's up on highs, it's really the best setup to do because you have a lot of short sellers that are coming in and selling these highly talked about tickers up at the highs. And so when there's a catalyst or a reason for this thing to take off, what happens is you just get an explosive movement. And so because of that, that is what I'm focusing on, and that's what I'm teaching tomorrow, actually. So if you're interested in learning about high short interest, what it is, how to trade it, why it's a great trading opportunity, how to get in, how to get out, what option strategies to use, come join me tomorrow. You can check it out at simplertrading.com/turbo. That's a TURBO. Sorry, my handwriting is a little bit sloppy there. But simplertrading.com/turbo. I'm going to be teaching my high short interest methods, and I'm going to give you my checklist, my watch list, all that good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready, and I'll see you there tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day.